We're called Camens. My name's Scott. I play bass. We've been together about 6-7 years.
Yeah, my name's Luke. I play drums, and there's two other members, Josh and Corbo.
So Camens formed after we rebranded a previous band, basically, only because we started writing together and decided that the sounds that we were making deserved like a new start. So yeah, that was 2017 first single.
So our band sound is, guitar music. It's 4 lads, 2 guitars, bass and drums. We try and call it honest indie rock and roll. That's the sort of our go-to thing we say. We also have 3 vocalists, so there's quite a lot of vocals on there, which I think is a little bit of a USP.
We've all been doing it since we were like 16, 17 years old. So I recounted not long ago. It's probably like my 6th or 7th project, if you want to call it that. And every time you do it, you kind of learn from your mistakes from the previous one and try and do a better job of the next one.
And she said, honey, take me dancing, but they ended up out sleeping in a doorway with the bodegas and the lights all over Broadway.
I think you get kind of 2 kinds of bands. You get either like there's a songwriter and then the 3 or 4 people that surround him do as they're told. And quite often with that, you'll find that the band sounds exactly like whoever that person loves. The alternative is to have like a collective where it's a bit of everybody, and then your sound kind of ends up in this weird middle space between maybe a guitarist who likes a certain kind of thing and a songwriter who likes a certain other kind of thing. And all the great bands have got like at least 2 people who form the sound, so that you get this sound that lands somewhere between the 2 of them that's an interesting place. All the songs more or less start with me, so I'll have like the bones of an idea, verse and a chorus or something like that, and then I'll either send a little scratch recording out, a phone recording into a group chat, or I'll just turn up at the practice room and go, well, I've got this, and play it. And then the ones that stick, like I say, the ones that kind of make everybody will start playing it and kind of feel it, they grow organically in the room as a part of all of us. And like I say, I think that's where the best stuff lives. It'd be much easier for me to just kind of go, right, well, lads, this is the song. I think it's great. You can all play it. But I don't think you make anything interesting like that. You just have knockoff Arctic Monkeys records if we did that.
So you might have noticed today that I'm in a little sling here. Take you back 5 years' time. We're going to release a song called Slept on the Sofa. The video was probably our most ambitious video today, wasn't it? You had the idea for a scene where you jump into some water and then you're swimming through the water basically in all your work clothes. But we needed to find somewhere we could do that, and it took quite a long time, but we found a swimming pool we could use. Cameraman couldn't swim properly, so we had to help him out, and I wasn't in the shot.
Just to highlight that, we shot underwater scenes in a swimming pool with a cameraman who couldn't swim and didn't tell us he couldn't swim until the day we got there. The way that we had to shoot it was that, them floats that you have when you're learning how to swim, when he was coming up to check the shots, he was holding onto a float. And then when he had to go down to shoot the underwater shots where I was swimming, he had to hold onto one of them bricks that you fetch in your pyjamas. He's in the pool, holding onto this house brick. So the cameraman holds onto the house brick, sinks because he's holding onto the shit, and then shoots us. Then he drops the brick on the bottom of the pool, floats back up to check the shot. And every time he did it, Luke had to swim down and pick the brick up.
So I was hurriedly swimming back up and down in this pool, trying to pick up these pool blocks. And basically, I don't know how it happened, but I just overstretched my shoulder, came up out of the pool one time, and my right arm was like that, but quite clearly dislocated. But the worst part was we had to get the shot, so we had to stick with it. So I had to sit on the edge of the pool like this with my arm dislocated. Someone brought me some ice or something for another half an hour or so while we got the shots, so before you could then take me to A&E. Ultimately, I'm kind of prone to dislocating my shoulder now, and it happened again recently in a much less interesting way. I fell asleep at the wrong angle.
That's what it's telling us, anyway.
So, slightly out of action, unfortunately. Means I can't properly play the drums at the moment.
We're going to have you hit a wooden box, aren't we, Luke?
Yeah, a little bit simpler. Yeah. Going to just play the nice little cajon on this one.
So yeah, here's Luke hitting a wooden box for an acoustic version of our single, Leave Me in Pieces.
could be everything or nothing to me. And how he knew this when he started, it's not a shock to me. Leave me in pieces, oh please. Leave me in pieces, oh please. Leave me in pieces, oh please. Leave me in peace.
Very slowly becomes therapy and not an interview. This does. Very cool.